Good afternoon and welcome to Night Arena for Southern Virginia basketball. Today we have a huge USA South matchup between first placed SVU and the second place Pfeiffer Falcons. I'm Colby Kemp, and joining me this afternoon is Cece Bands. Cece, we've been anxiously awaiting this matchup all week as the Knights will look to avenge their only conference loss thus far of the season today against Pfeiffer.
No, yeah, that's always something that, you kind of always have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder when that one loss is something, but also we're at the barn. We're at SVU. SVU's got the energy, they've got the hype. They're excited to play their best today.
No, should be a lot of excitement here. Hopefully the students will come trickling in here to support their first place Knights as they look to, this is a big game. Right now they hold a one-game lead on Pfeiffer. NC Wesleyan's 2 games behind the Knights. And the Knights, they have a huge stretch where they play 3 games on the road after this one.
No, exactly. This is going to definitely be a tester for both of these teams, but especially SVU, just like we've been saying. They've had some good games, and they've been playing quite well this season, so today should be something that should be worth watching.
Well, it should be a good basketball game today. We'll hope everybody enjoys it. We're going to go ahead and take a break as we pause for the prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups, and we'll be back with the tip after this.
In accordance with tradition at Southern Virginia University, we will begin with a word of prayer, which will be offered by Ella Wolfsberg, freshman on our women's lacrosse team here at SVU.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, and thank you for the opportunity to be able to play our sports. Please bless both the teams to keep them injury-prone and safe, and please bless that we will be able to play a safe and clean game. And it's in the holy name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Now, if you all please rise and please apply for our nation's national anthem. Starting from Conference, back guard, senior number 1, Clay Robinson. Back guard, senior number 3, Sean Sutri. Back guard, senior number 5, Justin Gateson. Our 4, senior number 12, Zach Sloan. And the 4, senior number 30, Doug Smith. Falcons are coached by head coach Pete Shutt and assisted by Don Spencer and Ryan Lundfeld.
Welcome back inside the barn. Once again, I'm Colby Kemp along with CC Bands as we approach tip-off here of Southern Virginia versus the Pfeiffer Falcons. Go through the starting lineups real quick. For Pfeiffer, it'll be Clay Robinson, Sean Sucarici, Justin Gayton, Zach Sloan, and Doug Smith. And the Falcons are coached by head coach Pete Shuck. For the Knights, it's Tillman Johnson, DJ Green, Jude Ballstedt, Austin Mitchell, and Hiram McConkey. And of course, Southern Virginia is coached by Trace Bevel. And CC Pfeiffer, they're a team that can match the height of this SVU basketball team, and they're also very athletic to go along with that height.
No, exactly. I mean, even as just right off of the tip-off, we can see Doug Smith right up next to Austin Mitchell. He's just right there. It's in the height, and I mean, I'm sure that means that there's going to be a lot of really close attacking tonight.
Sucarici working on DJ in the corner. And there's a three-point attempt taken by Pfeiffer, rebounded by Doug Smith. And that's what Doug Smith does. He's the leading rebounder in the USA South, averaging a double-double in USA South Conference play.
I mean, even just once again, we're just seeing him being there. He's surrounded by 2 SVU players, and I mean, he's still somehow getting a hold of the ball.
Out of bounds off of DJ Green. Ball stays with Pfeiffer. Sucarici sends it up top to Smith. He's in the paint, working on Austin Mitchell. Good defense by Austin, holding his ground. The ball comes off, rebounded by Hiram McConkey.
I mean, that's something that's definitely going to be a tester tonight, is seeing how the Knights can adjust to this height kind of equivalent, I guess you could say.
And they're going to have to work hard to keep Doug Smith off of the offensive boards. There's a lob by Clay Robinson up and over Doug Smith, so that'll be a turnover. It'll be SVU basketball.
Yeah, Doug Smith maybe 6'8", but he's not quite that high.
Yeah, a little ambitious with the height of that pass that was thrown. Jude Ballstedt working on Robinson. Looks for Mitchell. Ball's knocked away, taken away. Sucarici for Pfeiffer.
You could see Ballstedt was really trying to get creative with that play.
And his pass ahead to Zach Sloan is off Sloan's hands and out of bounds. SVU basketball. Pfeiffer comes out with an aggressive man-to-man defense. Hiram holds in the corner, guarded by Smith. He hands to Tillman Johnson. Tillman will put up a shot up and over Smith. That's off the rim. Out of bounds. Hiram McConkey was trying to get to it, but unable to, and it'll be Pfeiffer basketball.
Yeah, and we've seen 2 drives from the Knights where they've been trying to really, one, make something happen, but they've kind of been stuck underneath the basket. I mean, the Knights are definitely going to have to be creative if they want to get nice drives up and really just those nice open shots.
Yeah, to go against the athleticism of Pfeiffer. You know, we know that the Knights, it's a three-pointer missed there by Justin Gatton. The Knights lead the USA South in assists, and they're really going to need that ball movement here to kind of work against that athleticism.
No, they will.
And that's not a bad game plan right there. Hiram Smith going up against Doug Smith, and that is going to be Smith's. Did they give that to Smith?
I think so. But I mean, that's what they're definitely going to need to do tonight, is get the big guys, get Hiram McConkey to the free throw line, just have him going up against them, really just trying and draw those fouls out, because I mean, if you can get those bigger guys to foul, that will take them out of the game.
Actually, the foul went against Zach Sloan, giving a little bit of help defense to Smith. McConkey's able to split the pair of free throws. First point of the game comes 2.5 minutes in.
Which is kind of surprising, actually.
The 2 highest scoring teams in the USA South struggling here in the early going.
But I mean, that just shows the intensity of the defense that's being played right now. That was a little bit of a late call.
Justin Gayton drives to the hoop, and he is able to draw a foul on Hiram McConkey, so Gayton will go to the line. First free throw is good. Gayton knocks down his pair of free throws, puts Pfeiffer ahead 2-1.
I mean, I think just even these 3 minutes that we've been playing are just going to be a short exhibit of what's going to happen the rest of this game. It's going to be very tight defense, very contended shots.
And we talked about it a couple weeks ago when the Knights hosted NC Wesleyan. You know, another very athletic team. The Knights are going to have to be physical and not back away from that physical play. Jude Ballstedt drives, looking to dish to Mitchell. Ball's knocked away. Pfeiffer's running. Gayton up and under. Short on the layup, rebounded by McConkey.
Some good defense as he was able to be there and take possession of that.
And a long pass up ahead to Austin Mitchell, and Austin Mitchell with the finish. Austin coming off the best game of his young career the other night against Greensboro.
Some good defense from the Knights.
And there's Doug Smith, hard to the hoop, splitting Hiram McConkey and Austin Mitchell to score the layup.
It'll be interesting to see how long Coach Bevel will keep all of these multiple big guys in, McConkey and Mitchell, and just to see what he has them do really.
Austin Mitchell with the follow off the DJ Green miss from long range. So Austin Mitchell, again, off to a quick start here this afternoon.
I mean, that's what the Knights need tonight.
Jude Ballstedt being aggressive there on defense. He's going to pick up a foul. And that will bring us to the first timeout of this game. 15 minutes, 42 seconds remain in this first half. SVU with 5, Pfeiffer 4. We'll be back after this.
Introducing Sport Performance. But not just this. They told you to choose books or the ball, the classroom or the court, but that was never you. You study like it's your playbook, you train like it's your thesis, your body's in motion, your mind's building the future. Because greatness isn't just in the stats, it's in your discipline, your character, your purpose. Master your sport, master yourself. This is Sport Performance at Southern Virginia University.
Welcome back to Knight Arena. Out of the timeout, it will be Pfeiffer basketball along the baseline. Again, Jude Ballstedt was whistled for a foul that brought us to that break. Gayton looking inside, Doug Smith. He's working on Austin Mitchell, and Smith gets the roll. 6-5, Pfeiffer takes a 1-point lead. Stoppage in play here as the shot clock did not get rolling after the inbound pass. First substitution of the night sees Ashton Davis checking into the game.
Yeah, the Knights are going to get to have the opportunity to be creative with their big guys and see what they're going to have them do.
Jude Ballstedt, hard to the rim, scores the bucket.
He kind of just took that one and ran with it.
Gayton and Sukarichi, a little give and go Ball's knocked away. Smith picks it up, finds Sukarichi.
Some great defense from DJ Green. You can see he was really bodying up on that defense, able to contend that shot quite well.
Hiram Smith, his shot blocked by Smith. Hiram gets it back. And SVU working hard on the offensive glass, but that ball will be knocked out of bounds by Jude. It'll be Pfeiffer basketball. Got some subs coming in for Pfeiffer. Number 15, Jalen Bowen. Also number 4, Sonny Rice. And number 23, Elijah Jeffries. And onto the floor for SVU will be Mason Hunter and Luke DeVore. And the intensity isn't going to drop off one bit with these substitutions coming onto the floor.
No, absolutely not. We were even talking a little bit during that timeout. We're like, even if they're substitutions, they're going to bring that intensity with them no matter what.
And there's Jalen Bowen knocking down a corner 3 for Pfeiffer. Also onto the floor is Drake Stewart for Pfeiffer as well. So almost a complete line change there.
I wonder if the play from Coach Shuck is to, one, give those starters maybe a little bit of a breather because they're bringing that intensity as well, or to just see what these players are going to bring to the game.
Actually, it was a full line change. Also, Dan Kalanji into the game as well.
An interesting play. I wonder if he wants to see if something different will happen.
And Luke DeVore is going to pick up his first foul of the afternoon. Elijah Jeffries got Luke off his feet. And so Jeffries will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's something that's always so tempting as a defender is when once you see that kind of pump fake, that shot go, what you think is going to be a shot go up, it's always so tempting to just jump and try and go for that, especially if it's maybe a player that's maybe a little bit shorter than you. But every time if you get up in the air, if the offensive player knows what they're doing, they're going to go into you and draw that foul.
Jeffries knocks down the first of 2 free throws. You know, and again, Pfeiffer, the leading scorer in the USA South. You know, I think Coach Shuck wants to keep everybody fresh. There's not going to be any slowdown here in the 40 minutes here this afternoon. SVU runs the weave up top.
Just trying to get something going.
Mason Hunter looking down low for Ashton Davis. Ball knocked away. And Sonny Rice goes coast to coast and scores the layup. And that will put Pfeiffer up by 6. And Coach Bevel's going to ask for a 30-second timeout. As the Knights here down by 6 here in the early going, they're going to have to figure things out a little bit. Having a rough go on the offensive end so far.
Yeah, they need to be able to figure out how they're going to, what exactly their plan is on offense, because they're trying to get it inside, but like we've said multiple times, there's not really that much of a height difference right now, as Pfeiffer's really matching them up well, but also with that, they're incredibly bodying them up and playing really aggressive defense. So SVU kind of needs to figure out what exactly they're going to do to attack on the offensive end.
Yeah, right now SVU only with 7 shots so far, Pfeiffer with 11. And right now, SVU, 5 turnovers. Same 5 for SVU and Pfeiffer back on the floor out of the timeout. Ashton Davis in the paint. And Ashton Davis working hard against Dan Kalanji. Scores the basket, and he's fouled, and Ashton will go to the line looking for the 3-point play.
Yeah, you could just see as soon as he got the ball, he kind of dipped his shoulder. He was going to the basket no matter what.
Ashton Davis has had a great month. Actually, about a month and a half, going back to the middle of December. Yeah. Had kind of a quiet game here the other night against Greensboro, so Ashton, hoping to get off to, and does get off to a quick start here tonight against Pfeiffer.
And you can see right there, he got his hand on the ball, unable to get possession of it, but their hands were there for the Knights.
3-point attempt missed by Kalanji, rebounded. Sonny Rice in the paint, puts up a floater, that's long, and another rebound. This one by Drake Stewart.
And I know we've mentioned this great defense right there from Timmy Johnson, but the Knights have got to get on those rebounds because that's really what's going to help them.
Mason Hunter from the wing, and Mason Hunter knocks down his first three-point attempt of the game.
That's what you can always count on. He's always in that spot. That first three, he always hits that.
And just like that, the Knights go on a 6-0 run out of the timeout to tie the score at 13. Pfeiffer with a missed shot, and the Knights back on offense. Luke DeVore gets his defender up in the air. Luke DeVore, strong to the hoop, scores the basket, and he'll go to the line looking for a three-point play.
The Knights, they just powering through as long as they're really just bodying up those defenders and just going into them. They're going to get that and one every time.
And that foul will go against Jalen Bowen. And Luke DeVore will step to the line now. And Luke completes a three-point play. That extends the Knights' run to 9-0 after that timeout by Coach Bevel. Timeout was a good, solid investment there for Coach Bevel.
Yeah, I think Trace kind of looked at his players and he's like, what are we doing? Like, let's figure this out. And I think all those players, you can see the Knights were also trying to do that as well.
There's a jump ball there as Jude Ballstedt and Elijah Jeffries on the floor chasing that rebound. And the Knights will get the basketball on the alternate possession. But that will be after this timeout. 11 minutes, 50 seconds left in this first half. We have a good one here. SVU leads at 16-13. Welcome back to Knight Arena. Out of the timeout, it will be SVU basketball. Luke DeVore to inbound. Again, Pfeiffer showing full court pressure.
I mean, we've seen that, maybe not necessarily as a full court press, but I mean, we've seen that all day today.
Jude Ballstedt gets stuck in the paint. His pass is stolen by Drake Stewart. Stewart to the hoop, and Mason Hunter steps in and takes the charge.
That right there was a really, really smart play from Mason. He knew exactly that that player was coming full speed, got his feet set perfectly, knew where he was outside of the arc. That was just really smart play right there.
Yeah, he saw Stewart with the head of steam and knew if he set up, he was going to be able to get the charge call.
Say, he's coming at him and he's gonna hit him hard.
Timmy Johnson checks back into the game after a brief rest. He's guarded by Stewart up top. DJ for three, short. Ashton Davis battling for the rebound, ball's on the ground. And finally, they are going to call a jump ball, and that will give the ball back to Pfeiffer.
Could see that scramble kind of happening. The ball was on the ground. It was kind of getting there between his legs a little bit. All the arms and hands just trying to get control of that. I think that's one of the hardest things is as a big player, when you're down on the block, you got to always make sure that you keep the ball like elbows out, above, really just above like your chest most of the time. You just got to keep control of it strongly.
And especially in a game like this, and that wasn't necessarily Ashton's problem.
No,
There
of course
just
not.
so many hands in there fighting for that rebound. It ended up on the ground because nobody could secure it.
Exactly. And I mean, we've seen that in multiple plays tonight. Like the ball is going everywhere. There's hands everywhere in the lane. Kind of just out of control a little bit.
And every loose ball, we're seeing multiple players from both teams diving after it.
ground.
They value every possession here this afternoon. Doug Smith back onto the floor. Another line change back to the starters for Pfeiffer. Sukarichi for three. That's off. Rebounded by Jude Ballstedt. SVU on the run. Jude all the way to the hoop. He'll take it and he'll score the layup. Good decision there. He had Timmy on his right.
No,
And
exactly.
he kind of gave him a look, but took it all the way to the hoop himself.
And I mean, even with that look, you can see the defender kind of took that step back, and that one step can totally determine whether or not you pass it or what you do.
And Justin Gayton will be fouled there by Hiram McConkey.
Foul on number 25, Herman McConkey. That's his second.
So Gayton will go to the line to shoot two. First one is good.
Taking the next, number 2, Abe Connolly.
Abe Connolly will make his way into the game for the Knights. Another one of these taller players, but he plays a little more of a guard. Well, I mean, he's a very versatile player. He can play wherever he needs to be.
Gayton gets 1 of 2 at the line. So 18-14. SVU leads it. Austin Mitchell back on the floor as well. DJ up top, Jude wide open for three. And Jude Ballstedt knocks down the long range jumper.
We can see the Knights were trying to move around that ball quite a bit. I mean, DJ had a little bit of a mismatch there, and you could see, okay, if there's a big guy on me, that means there's a smaller guy somewhere else. Able to kick that out. It's a good play from the Knights.
Abe Connolly to the ground. Ball taken away by Doug Smith, then knocked away by DJ, stolen by Jude Ballstedt. Jude again, the length of the court. A little long, but Austin Mitchell again there for the follow.
Perfect
And the
spot to
Knights in the middle of a 17-1 run now, take a 23-14 lead. Clay Robinson knocks down a 17-foot jumper.
You can see the Knights, after that one timeout a few minutes ago, they kind of came out with a little bit more confidence, more gusto, and I mean more energy with their steps, and we've been able to see that.
Maybe a little bit of a wake-up call given by Coach Bevel. Ballstedt hands to Timmy. Timmy into the paint. Timmy draws contact, but no foul given. Coach Bevel not real thrilled with that.
Some great defense from Abe Connolly, able to just jump straight up and be straight up with that defense.
DJ Long on the three-pointer. Again, rebounded there by Austin Mitchell.
Austin Mitchell is just getting his hands up there and just getting control of every ball.
Timmy Johnson, his long three off the back of the iron. Pfeiffer pulls up, three-point attempt. That's long. Rebound by DJ Green. Austin Mitchell with 6 points and 4 rebounds here in the early going. 3 of those rebounds on the offensive end.
I mean, and that's exactly the kind of numbers you want to see this early on in a game, because you know if he keeps fighting and he keeps hustling, that's perfectly what's going to happen, what you want.
DJ gets a screen from Austin, goes the opposite direction, and that leads to an easy layup for DJ.
Yeah, you saw that overplay on the defender.
Clay Robinson with a tough shot in the paint, up and over Austin Mitchell. Abe Connolly on the break, leaves it for Mitchell, and Mitchell with an acrobatic reverse layup.
I mean, the Knights, they're being creative. They're able to see where the defenders are and where they need to put the ball.
Clay Robinson with another quick answer into the paint with a left-handed layup. 27-20, SVU leads it, just under 7 minutes left in this first half. DJ, another three. DJ looking to find the range here in the first half from long distance. And DJ's going to pick up a foul. And that will bring us to a timeout. We got the under 8 media timeout. SVU leads by 7, 27-20. Welcome back to Knight Arena. SVU currently leads the Pfeiffer Falcons 27-20 with 6 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in this first half. It'll be Pfeiffer basketball out of the timeout.
It's kind of interesting. One might look at the score right now and be like, oh, this isn't very high scoring, but that doesn't show really what's been happening. I mean, both of these teams have been playing incredibly tight and aggressive defense. I mean, just like that, Abe Connolly able to defend that one. But I mean, it's not representative of how these teams are really playing.
Very physical game so far. Every basket has been well earned by both sides. The other Knights were down 13-7 before a timeout by Coach Bevel. And at that time, they were only 3 of 7 from the field. You know, they weren't getting their shots, but at this point, they're 11 of 21 from the field, shooting 52% now. So doing a better job of being efficient on offense. Not that time. They turn it over. Pfeiffer with the good defense. Sean Sukarichi hard to the basket. Ball's knocked away. Sukarichi ends up on the ground. It'll be Pfeiffer basketball along the baseline. Sukarichi against Timmy. Gets Timmy in the air, and that will be a foul on Johnson, and Sukarichi will go to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, we've said this multiple times. This has been a very physical and aggressive game. But also, a lot of these fouls that we've seen, at least on this defensive end for the Knights, have been when they've gotten in the air.
Sukarichi hits the first of 2.
And Coach Schuck will look to switch up all of his players once again.
Once again, it's Kalanji, Jeffries, Rice, and Bowen. And now Drake Stewart will check in for Sukarichi after he knocks down the second free throw. That cuts the lead to 3 now, 27-24. Abe Connolly.
Thought about that shot for a second.
Good pass to Timmy Johnson, and Timmy with a little right-handed jump hook in the paint. 29-24, Knights lead. Bowen for 3, that's off, rebound by Jude.
That was a good box out that he had up there.
Up ahead, and Mason Hunter gets ahead of Pfeiffer, and Mason Hunter with the layup. Knights reestablish the 7-point lead. Rice through the paint, gets by Ballstedt, and he lays it up off the glass and in.
That foul looked as though it was like a second or two late after it had happened. You could hear all of SVU's bench kind of just asking, where was the foul? But I mean, you could see some of those great ball fakes and shot fakes right there, getting some of the Pfeiffer players just up in the air.
So Ashton Davis to the line to shoot 2. Ashton knocks down the first. DJ Green and Luke DeVore will check in. Timmy Johnson and Abe Connolly will go to the bench. Davis gets ready for the second. That's long, rebounded by Drake Stewart. Rice into the paint, runs in to Luke DeVore, and they're going to call the foul on Luke DeVore, and Rice stays on the ground. And that is the 7th team foul for SVU. That's going to put Rice at the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1.
Yeah, and there's 4.5 minutes remaining in this half, which I mean is quite a bit of time to be in bonus and to be giving those free throws. I mean, you could see kind of just the Knights, they're trying to figure out what they want to do on defense. You can see them kind of scrambling a bit.
Rice knocks down the first. Pfeiffer also at 6 personal fouls, so we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the half either way.
I mean, with the energy that we've been feeling, it almost feels like we're towards the end of the game in a bit. Not necessarily tired energy, I'm saying like just they're fighting, and you can tell that they're really pushing.
32-28, SVU leads it. Jude Ballstedt into the paint. And Jude with the athletic finish.
He's able to see where that defender was and kind of do a bit of a sneaky layup with a block from Hunter and Davis.
Jalen Bowen going to the basket. And Mason Hunter and Ashton Davis, like you said, CC, team up for a block shot there into the student section.
That was awesome.
Jude Ballstedt having a very good first half. He leads SVU with 9 points. Rice jumper off the rim, rebounded there by Ashton Davis. Jude Ballstedt also with 5 rebounds in the half. Down low to Ashton Davis, and Ashton Davis is going to get the dunk on a great feed from DJ Green. That'll get the student section on their feet.
Oh yeah, that's something that always hypes everybody up.
Jeffrey's three-pointer is off, rebounded there by Davis. Long pass ahead by DJ Green, and there's Jude Ballstedt with another acrobatic finish, and that puts the Knights up by 10 points, 38-28, with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first half.
I mean, you could see the hustle. You kind of see this boosters kind of just come out of nowhere from Jude as he just really just sprinted up there trying to get a hold of that ball. I mean, that was a great play from the Knights.
It was a great look by DJ, but it was right. We had a great angle to watch it. It looked like it was too far out in front of Jude, and how he was able to catch that and get that shot up over his right shoulder all in one move is pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, from here, we were just like, is that going to get there? And it did.
I was just hoping he was going to be able to possess the pass.
Well, I mean, the fact that he caught it and he was able to put it up and make the layup, successfully execute that right there was amazing to see.
So again, SVU with a 10-point lead here. Pfeiffer, little bit of a shooting slump over the last 10 minutes. They're 9 of 28 from the field, 32%. SVU really on a run here, 16 of 26 from the field, 61.5%. So the tide kind of turned a little bit here in the last few minutes, but for sure Pfeiffer's going to be making a run here. They have 3 minutes, 18 seconds left. Starters are back on the floor now.
I mean, something else that's kind of fun to look at is the rebounds in total. I mean, SVU has 17, Pfeiffer has 14. But I mean, 13 of those rebounds from the Knights are defensive rebounds.
And to me, that was a key to the game, keeping Pfeiffer off of those offensive boards. Pfeiffer, again, the best rebounding team in the USA South. SVU does a good job of getting their rebounds. Jude just long on a three-point attempt.
But I mean, if you get those rebounds, that's what's going to do a lot.
Gayton up top. Pfeiffer works it around. Smith with a little pass to Sukarichi. That ball comes off the rim, rebounded by Ashton Davis. Timmy Johnson. Nice pass to a cutting DeVore. Luke with a hard time getting a handle, but Ashton Davis gets the rebound and the follow.
I mean, these rebounds, that's exactly what is helping the Knights right now.
Ashton Davis now with 8 points here in this first half. Doug Smith down low. He'll put up a jumper, that's long. Jude with a pass up ahead, looking for Ashton Davis.
You can hear Coach Bevel kind of asking, why were we forcing that pass right there? I mean, he could see Ashton Davis was hustling up there, but also sometimes you gotta know your personnel and see where the defenders at. Are they gonna be able to get there in time for
Jude's
that one?
answer was, he was wide open. Hey, great court vision, right?
Exactly.
SVU leads at 40-28. Doug Smith working on Davis. Good defense by Ashton. Smith gets it back though. Knocked away, and they will say that is off SVU. Ball will stay with Pfeiffer. Austin Mitchell checks back into the game here, giving Ashton Davis a breather.
You can see he's working really hard down there. I mean, one, he's doing really great on that offensive end. He's really fighting for possession of the ball. But also on that defensive end, he's doing everything he can possible to prevent those shots, those easy short shots from going up.
Clay Robinson back to Smith. He turns on Mitchell. Luke DeVore with the help, and Doug Smith working hard in the paint. Gets the bucket. And that is 6 points for Smith. The Knights doing a good job on Smith here in the first half.
I mean, if you can see and you know, okay, this player has been doing really well. They lead the conference in this many areas. What are we going to do to shut that down?
DJ Green working hard, follows his own miss, gets it back, and he is fouled there. Foul will go against Zach Sloan. That'll be hit.
Not gonna lie, something special is happening here. You can't quite put your finger on it, but when you're here, you can feel it. Whether it's in the classroom, or on campus, or stepping into your unique spotlight, you'll find a place where you truly belong. This place is more than just lectures and exams. It's about constructing your story, helping you discover your path in a world of possibilities. Maybe it's our close-knit community, our Christ-centered mission, or the way the Blue Ridge Mountains feel like home. We excel at being a place where every idea, every step, and every moment bring you closer to the future you're meant to create. They say big things come in small packages. We couldn't agree more. Because here's a little secret. The best life is the nightlife. Come be a part of it.
Introducing Sport Performance. But not just this. They told you to choose books or the ball, the classroom or the court, but that was never you. You study like it's your playbook, you train like it's your thesis, your body's in motion, your mind's building the future. Because greatness isn't just in the stats. It's in your discipline, your character, your purpose. Master your sport, master yourself. This is Sport Performance at Southern Virginia University.
Welcome back inside Knight Arena as we are getting ready here to begin this second half. SVU currently leads Pfeiffer 44-32. I'm Colby Kemp along with Cece Bands. And Cece, if that first half was any indication, we are in for a treat here in this second half.
Oh, we definitely are. I mean, the Knights, they've been putting up a fight. Pfeiffer has been putting up a fight. I mean, both of these teams have been very aggressive, very physical. I mean, it's going to continue to be that way for sure.
So it will be Southern Virginia basketball here to begin the half. Hiram will inbound to Tillman Johnson. Timmy will bring it up. Jude Ballstedt. Jude had a great first half, 13 points, including a spectacular dunk there in the late moments of the first half.
I think that was probably one of the most exciting moments of this game. I mean, yes, this entire game has been very exciting to watch, but seeing that, especially from Jude Ballstedt, was just wow.
Pfeiffer comes down, first possession. They go right to Doug Smith. And good defense there by the SVU bigs. Smith unable to convert the layup. Rebounded by Austin Mitchell. And they're going to call Clay Robinson for a foul.
I think he was looking to get an offense, kind of get that charge. I mean, as Knights were coming in with a lot of speed right there, but got to have your feet set.
Knights look down low to Austin Mitchell. Doug Smith with the defense. Justin Gayton for three. No good. Smith goes up for the offensive rebound. Gayton now along the baseline. They'll send up top to Clay Robinson. And Robinson with the finger roll up and over the Knight defenders.
It's actually a wise shot on that one. I mean, seeing that SVU had those hands up, was contending that shot, able to see that he needed to send that one higher.
And CC, one of the keys to that first half, the Knights playing good defense and they shot really well, but they actually out-rebounded Pfeiffer in that first half, and that's huge. And there is Sean Sukarichi getting ahead of the defense for the layup, and Pfeiffer opens up the second half with 2 baskets.
I mean, going back to what you said, Colby, those rebounds are especially what led the Knights. And I mean, if they want to continue to keep this lead that they have and really just keep winning this game, they have to just get the ball on every single shot.
Jude Ballstedt again, hard to the hoop, gets the layup. And Pfeiffer getting a series of offensive rebounds, but finally the Knights with a block shot get it away. And Hiram McConkey misses a layup as DJ found McConkey going toward the basket. Tough break for the Knights.
I think he was a little indecisive on that, whether or not he should dunk it or kind of just barely tip that one in, and at that last moment kind of just let it go up. Not entirely committed.
They're going to get Sukarichi on a travel. Ashton Davis into the game for Austin Mitchell.
And we can even just hear Coach Trace Bevel for the Knights just saying, get the ball, rebound, get every rebound. And we cannot say that enough today.
Ashton Davis down low, Gayton. And Davis short on his shot, rebounded by Gayton, and a foul, loose ball foul there called on Ashton Davis. That last possession there where Pfeiffer got that series of offensive rebounds erased the Knights' rebounding edge there for the game.
Well, that right there was probably 3 or 4 rebounds, just one after the other.
And Jude Ballstedt's going to get whistled for the foul. That'll be his second. Pfeiffer to inbound. Sukarishi. He misses. Ashton saves it. And then Ashton unable to corral the rebound. And Ashton's going to pick up. Actually, they're going to give that to Jude Ballstedt as Doug Smith was going up for a shot. That'll be Jude's third.
I think that's that play right there is something that you notice and you learn as a basketball player is when you're on your defense, when you're on the defensive baseline, if the ball is going out of bounds, let it go, because you're right underneath the basket for the other team. And if you go throw it in, you either need to know with 100% surety that you're getting it to your teammate, or you're just going to let the ball go out, because any chance that it goes directly to the other team, you're right underneath their basket.
Smith gets one of two. Ashton Davis, a good look to Jude Ballstedt cutting to the hoop, and they're going to get Doug Smith for a foul. And that will be Smith's first foul of the game. Jude will step to the line for 2 free throws. Jude knocks down the first. That is his 16th point on the afternoon. So Ballstedt knocks down a pair of free throws.
Those are always good to have and take those.
Knights' lead is at 11, 48-37. Robinson into the paint. Hands to Sukarichi. And they're going to whistle a foul on Tillman Johnson. That'll be his second.
And already the Knights are at 14 fouls with 16 minutes remaining in this half, which, I mean, you have a lot of time. You have a bunch of time to adjust, but, I mean, just realizing on that defensive end that they're calling all these fouls all of a sudden kind of is a little bit of a scary thought, because you're like, well, are we going to have to take a step back? What do we have to do? Make sure we put our hands up, because, I mean, 4 fouls isn't a lot. I mean, you're not quite to bonus. Yeah, you have some space, but also that many that quick is alarming.
Yeah, definitely want to clean that up. Don't want Pfeiffer shooting free throws too early in the second half. Sukarishi gets 1 of 2 that trip to the line. Davis holds up top. He'll hand to DJ. DJ down low to Luke DeVore. Into the corner. Timmy for 3. And Timmy knocks down a 3 from the corner.
I think that was a shot that the Knights really needed. I mean, they've been pushing a lot on the inside, but being able to see, okay, we can kick these out still is a little bit refreshing for them.
Gayton will raise for 3. Off the rim, rebounded by DJ Green. That is DJ's 6th rebound of the afternoon. DJ, stop. Put up a jumper. It is off the rim, rebounded there by Clay Robinson for Pfeiffer. Robinson into the paint, goes up the chest of Timmy and scores the basket. Gayton almost steals the inbounds pass, but Timmy's able to pick it up. Timmy for 3 again, around and out, rebounded. Luke DeVore gets knocked, and then they're going to whistle DeVore for the foul as he attempted to regain possession. And that will be Luke's 3rd foul. So we're just talking about it, CC fouls starting to pile up a little bit here for Southern Virginia.
No, yeah, you don't want that many fouls this early on, because, I mean, that means every single foul, even if it's a smart foul, is risking, like it's putting you closer and closer to bonus. Even if it's a foul on like a fast break where you're just trying to prevent them from getting an easy run, that's still a foul. And I mean, if you have 4 or 5, however many it is, that's getting too close.
Yeah, so 5 fouls here in the early going of the second half. There's 14 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the game. That brought us to the first media timeout, but we'll go ahead and keep it here as the teams will be ready to come back out onto the floor in just a few moments. Jude Ballstedt leads all scorers with 17 points. And I mentioned a couple moments ago, Cece, DJ, 6 rebounds and 4 assists on the afternoon, only 4 points. It hasn't been the best shooting day for DJ Green, but he continues to find ways to contribute to his team.
Exactly. I mean, that just shows the versatility that of him as a player, that, you know, okay, maybe I'm not hot shooting. I'm going to play some great defense. I'm going to lock him down. I'm going to get some rebounds. I'm going to get some steals. Like, he's still putting himself out there.
Coach Shuck with his line change at the media timeout. Drake Stewart cut off by Jude Ballstedt. Bowen's three-point attempt blocked by DeVore. And now Jude with the steal, 2-on-1. Jude all the way to the hoop, and they are going to call a foul on Jalen Bowen. And so Jude will go back to the line, shooting 2.
Luke has had not Luke. Jude has had a game tonight where he's just like coming in. He's seen all of these lanes. He's seen these fast breaks. And, I mean, I don't know what it is, but man's just flying tonight.
First one is good. Mason Hunter is going to check in for Timmy Johnson. And Jude knocks down his 2 free throws during that trip to the line. SVU maintains a 13-point lead at the moment.
Some great defense from the Knights. Really great hustle. I mean, we had Jude, Luke, as well as Ashton Davis, really all just hustling to get that ball.
And now they're going to get a foul on Sonny Rice in the backcourt. Luke DeVore will go to the backcourt to inbound. DJ Green will bring the ball into the front court. Hand to Jude. Down low to Ashton Davis. Ashton working hard, and they're going to whistle a foul. And that will go against Dan Kalanji. And Ashton Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. And Cece, that's really a good matchup for Ashton Davis with this lineup here. He, has the size advantage.
And I mean, and he has seen that, and he's taking advantage of that, seeing that, okay, I'm going to get in front of him, and the only thing that he can do really to stop me is he has to foul me if I'm going to turn and go into the basket.
Davis, second free throw, up and good. So he gets 1 of 2. And SVU leads at 54-40. Bowen, his 15-footer is long, and Jude Ballstedt reaching in is going to pick up his 4th personal foul. That was one of those where a rebound was coming down and just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
Yeah, that's one of those where it's like, you're a moment too late or you're a moment too soon, but then your arm is there, and kind of unfortunate.
So Timmy Johnson checks back into the game for Jude. Pfeiffer inbounds up top. Bowen working on Mason Hunter. And Luke DeVore up strong for the rebound.
That was a good rebound to get for the Knights right there.
And DJ going to the hoop will draw a foul. That will go against Elijah Jeffries.
I mean, that will be Pfeiffer's 6th team foul. SVU currently has 5, and there's 13 and a half minutes left in this game.
Mason Hunter for 3. That is off the rim. Rebounded by Stewart of Pfeiffer. And there's a basket by Dan Kalanji in the paint for Pfeiffer. Knights lead is 12. Luke DeVore down low to Ashton. Ashton with a good left-handed finish up and over Kalanji.
Once again, just like you've said before, Colby, I mean, he has that mismatch, and he's just going to go up with it every single time.
Sonny Rice in the paint with an 8-foot floater. Mason Hunter picks up a foul on Jalen Bowen, whistled for the foul.
And that will send him to the free throw line as Pfeiffer's, they're now in bonus, which is nice because that means that the Knights will get these free throws, but also the Knights are unfortunately also close to that number.
For the time being, they're not there, but this means that any Pfeiffer foul means free throws for Southern Virginia. And Southern Virginia, they're shooting on the year 76% from the line, which is their best performance from the line in several years.
And tonight, they're currently at 78%.
Mason Hunter knocks down 2 free throws. And that puts the SVU lead at 14, 58-44. And Drake Stewart with a good drive to the bucket and the finish.
I think one of the hard things is you kind of have to switch back and forth is you don't want to foul, but also you need to be able to play tight defense, and I think the Knights are kind of scared of getting close on these defensive plays. And I mean,
layup attempt by...
They're just letting all these easy layups go up.
And Stewart's layup attempt comes off the rim, knocked out of bounds by SVU, however. It will be Pfeiffer basketball when we come back. 11:57 remaining here in the barn. SVU leads at 58-46.
Introducing Sport Performance. But not just this. They told you to choose books or the ball, the classroom or the court, but that was never you. You study like it's your playbook, you train like it's your thesis, your body's in motion, your mind's building the future. Because greatness isn't just in the stats, it's in your discipline, your character, your purpose. Master your sport, master yourself. This is Sport Performance at Southern Virginia University.
So actually, they gave the ball to SVU, saying it was off of Pfeiffer going into that break. 11:45 left here. SVU leads by 12. Pfeiffer has their starters back on the floor. DJ into Luke, and Luke DeVore with the finish. Luke showing some good touch there on the move in the paint. Doug Smith working on Luke. And he finds Zach Sloan in the paint, and Abe Connolly will be whistled for the foul. So that'll send Zach Sloan to the line, shooting 2. And Cece with 11:15 left in the game. We're going to have free throws on every foul from here on out.
No, and that means that kind of means something for the referees. That means they can either call way more fouls if they want this game to go longer, or they're going to let them play more physical with each other. And you don't really know which one it's going to be, but also that kind of leads to a lot of inconsistencies with what's going to happen on both of these ends of the court.
Sloan knocks down a pair of free throws. Either way, it has the potential to lengthen this game. And with fouls being called, it means potential for foul trouble from here on out as well.
No, exactly.
Ball knocked away by Sloan. It'll be SVU basketball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Timmy into the paint. He'll find DJ. DJ pulls up. Shot is off, rebounded by Sukarichi. And Robinson finds Smith. His shot's blocked by Abe Connolly. Now Connolly comes down with a strong rebound off of the Pfeiffer miss.
Able to be really strong with the ball off of that rebound.
DJ with the ball in the corner, working on Sloan. He goes up the chest of Sloan and scores a 6-footer in the paint.
I mean, that was a great drive right there. I mean, one, he was able to body him up, be physical with it, but be strong going up with that.
Sloan into the paint, stumbles, and they're going to whistle a foul on DJ as Sloan and DJ, their feet just got tangled, but the referee will blow the whistle and say that DJ Green had the foul, and that'll send Sloan to the line, shooting 1 and 1.
And we have 9 minutes and 48 seconds. And just like we said a minute ago, that means the rest of this game, anytime there's a foul, people will be shooting.
Sloan's free throw is good. Kalanji and Bowen, each with 3 fouls for Pfeiffer. And DeVore with 3 and Jude Ballstedt with 4 are in foul trouble for the Knights. Sloan knocks down both free throws. Drake Stewart checks into the game for Sloan after the second. Timmy looking for Austin down low, off the rim. Clay Robinson picks it up, goes to the hoop, misses. But Sukarichi's there to pick up the loose ball. And now a loose ball on the ground, and they're going to whistle a foul on Timmy Johnson, and that's going to be his third. And that means Justin Gayton will go to the line. Rather, Drake Stewart will step to the line.
I think that right there, that was both of these teams kind of scrambling, really trying to get possession of the ball, and a little bit of unfortunate positioning on the court from the Knights being on that wrong side, just trying to get both hands on that ball for the jump.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an interesting call there. There's been other contact on the night that has not been called. And that was just a loose ball. Stewart hits his free throws. Knights lead is at 10 now, 62-52. Mason Hunter for three. That's off. Doug Smith able to knock the ball away from Mitchell. Long pass forward, and there is Drake Stewart with the layup, and that cuts the lead to 8. And a good look by Abe Connolly. Timmy unable to corral that pass. That's off of Timmy, and that'll be Pfeiffer basketball.
Knights were trying to get that back, that nice cut, unable to make that connection. I mean, those are the things where they're a little bit discouraging, but I mean, I think it just kind of also builds up the Knights. They're like, okay, let's get the ball back from that turnover.
Hiram McConkey, Ashton Davis, and Jude Ballstead all check in. And the Knights, they need a defensive stop here now as Pfeiffer is converted on 3 straight possessions. And a big three-pointer hit by Clay Robinson now cuts the lead to just 5. Pfeiffer on a 9-0 run now.
The Knights really need to do something to get some shots up.
Timmy with a fall away. And that is off of SVU, out of bounds. That's going to be Pfeiffer basketball, and that'll bring us to the under 8 timeout. 7 minutes and 44 seconds remain here in Knight Arena, and SVU leads this game by a score of 62-57. Welcome back. 7:44 remaining. It's Pfeiffer basketball as they look to cut the SVU lead down to 3 or possibly even 2 with a 3-point shot. Clay Robinson up top. He hit the 3 last time. He'll shoot up and over Hiram. That's off and rebounded by DJ Green. Big rebound there by DJ.
I mean, the Knights need to be able to get possession of every ball and go with it. It looks like that will be an off-ball foul.
We're going to get Clay Robinson grabbing the jersey of Hiram McConkey. So McConkey will head to the line.
I've never actually seen a ref call that foul. I mean, I'm glad they did, and I mean, that happens, and it is a foul technically, but I don't think I've ever seen them actually call that.
So Hiram misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Pfeiffer with the rebound. Sukarichi. Gayton picks up the loose ball. And Ashton Davis goes up high for the strong rebound.
Every single defense, I mean, every rebound on one of these plays is very important, but especially on the defensive end for the Knights, because that means that they can just regain possession of the ball.
So right now, every possession is at a premium as Jude loses his footing, trying to find Hiram as he went down, but that pass will go out of bounds. Pfeiffer basketball.
So these 6 minutes and 47 seconds remaining are really when SVU kind of needs to lock down and battle it out, really.
Robinson brings the ball up. DJ guards. Sukarichi guarded by Tillman. Johnson They switch, and Sukarichi, strong to the hoop, gets the bucket up and over Hiram McConkey. So Pfeiffer has battled back from 14 down and cut the lead down to just 3 now with 6:20 left in the game. Jude strong to the hoop. His shot's blocked and rebounded by Doug Smith. And Pfeiffer runs. They find Smith. Can't get the shot to go down. It's picked up. SV will push it. They got 5-on-4 at the moment.
Say they had numbers.
Jude from the corner. His three-point attempt is off. And they're going to get Ashton Davis on the loose ball foul. Luke DeVore will jump up off the bench to check in for Ashton. And we will have a timeout on the floor. 62-59 when we come back. Pfeiffer will be at the line. Welcome back here to the campus of Southern Virginia. Out of the timeout, it will be Clay Robinson that will step to the line for Pfeiffer. And he has 2 free throws. And Robinson is not the guy that you want at the line. He shoots 86% on the season.
He'll make that first one.
Robinson hits the second, and we have a 1-point game here in the barn. SVU leads it 62-61.
Both of these teams are in bonus. SVU currently in double bonus. I mean, that means that the stakes are very high right now.
Timmy will hand to Jude. Jude into the paint. Doug Smith there. He'll get the block. And Pfeiffer will come away with the rebound. Doug Smith now, 7 points on the night, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocked shots, but making his impact known here in the last few moments. Justin Gayton in the paint, he'll muscle one up. Luke DeVore goes up and brings down the rebound. A big rebound right there as Pfeiffer was in the paint, looking like they were going to come away with points.
So yeah, we've been mentioning a lot about SVU trying to hold possession of the ball. But I mean, also with that, every time SVU has possession, they need to be able to get a shot up. And I mean, in these last few plays, they've gotten a few shots off, but they're not the best shot that they could be getting, or they're very much well contended. I mean, SVU needs to be able to see, okay, what's the best shot that we can get right now?
Yeah, their offense is definitely out of rhythm at the moment. We were talking during the break a little bit, CC. SVU shooting here in the second half, just 5 of 18. And Clay Robinson will bury a 16-foot jumper to put the Falcons ahead by 1 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Luke DeVore holds up top.
Almost got that one kind of tipped away, able to regain it.
Timmy, he'll raise his jumper around and out, rebounded by Sukarichi.
See the Knights really trying to play defense, but I mean doing their very best not to foul or draw any unnecessary fouls, but also just trying to be there.
Clay Robinson hits the baseline jumper, and he has 17 points now for Pfeiffer. He is their leading scorer. Robinson having a very good second half. Timmy will raise for three. That's off, and that will go out of bounds, and that will be Pfeiffer basketball when we come back. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remain here in Knight Arena, and Pfeiffer has battled back from a 14-point deficit to take a 3-point lead, 65-62.
Introducing Sport Performance. But not just this. They told you to choose books or the ball, the classroom or the court. But that was never you. You study like it's your playbook, you train like it's your thesis. Your body's in motion, your mind's building the future. Because greatness isn't just in the stats. It's in your discipline, your character, your purpose. Master your sport, master yourself. This is Sport Performance at Southern Virginia University.
Welcome back to Knight Arena. Out of the timeout, it will be Pfeiffer basketball. Pfeiffer holds a 3-point lead at the moment, 65-62.
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 minutes left. Both of these teams are in bonus. There's a lot on the line. We've said that multiple times, but I mean, the intensity is here.
Drake Stewart down low, Doug Smith. He's guarded by DeVore. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Clay Robinson will fire for three. Around and out, rebound, Mason Hunter. DJ drives. His shot's no good. Pfeiffer battles back, and Sukarichi with the acrobatic shot.
I mean, we kind of mentioned this a little bit during that break. SVU on their offensive end right now, they're struggling just a little bit. They're trying to get good shots off. I mean, that right there is a very important layup for the Knights. But I mean, they need to really be creative with how they're going to create shots and create good shots with that.
Timmy Johnson strong to the basket, gets the layup to cut the lead back to 4. Timeout on the floor. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left. Jude Ballstedt, he is going to check back in for Southern Virginia. And you look at Pfeiffer tonight, you have some players, you know, their 2 leading scorers coming into this are Doug Smith and Sean Sukarichi. And they've kind of had quiet nights, but right there, that was a big shot there by Sukarichi. You know, Doug Smith, he's been playing strong here in the last few minutes. A lot of good defensive stops by Smith. You know, he's only got 7. And then you have Clay Robinson. Sukarichi actually now up to 12 points. I'd say they're kind of a quiet 12 points. But Clay Robinson, you know, he's the point guard. You know, ball's in his hands a lot. And that's really key right now. SVU is going to have to handle him.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to take advantage of, I mean, see what they can do. One, lock them down, but also take advantage of the moments where they have the ball.
Robinson gets a screen from Smith. Gayton Over to Stewart, down low, Smith. And they are going to whistle a foul. SVU wanted a jump ball. That foul is going to go against Ashton Davis. That'll be Davis's third, and that's going to send Doug Smith to the free throw line. Smith shoots it at just over 64% on the season from the line. Knocks down the first. Pfeiffer with the 4-point lead, pending the second free throw. And Smith knocks down both of his free throws. That trip to the line. Pfeiffer lead is at 5.
Knights trying to just get into a flow of things.
Corner three from Timmy, and Timmy knocks it down. Big shot there by Timmy Johnson. That cuts the lead to 2.
And I'm sure that shot right there, I mean, very important and impactful. I mean, that's going to bring that energy back up for the Knights.
Clay Robinson. Ball goes out of bounds. Timmy says that's off of Pfeiffer, but the referees say that'll be Falcon basketball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Knights looking for a defensive stop here. They get it into Smith, and Smith goes up and over Ashton Davis to score the bucket. Good shot.
It's a good shot indeed. I mean, this next minute is going to be a very stressful one indeed.
Ashton Davis misses the shot but gets his rebound, and then it's tied up. That basketball will stay here with Southern Virginia. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. It'll be just a 30-second timeout. It's called by Pfeiffer.
I mean, SVU, I'm sure right now there's less than a minute remaining. There's 56 seconds. They're down by 4. This is really when you want to figure out, okay, what kind of play do we want to run? What are we going to do? I mean, what's the smartest play right now?
And like you said, there's 56-second shots. You know, they're down 2 possessions, so they don't want to take a lot of time. They want to maybe get a bucket here in the first, 8-10 seconds here, get the bucket, and then have the opportunity to come up with a defensive stop.
Exactly.
And then have another opportunity to either tie or win the game. So it'll be interesting to see what play they dial up here. Yeah. Something in the paint is tough because you do have Doug Smith patrolling the paint right now, and he's been very tough in the second half.
Yes, he has been.
Up top to Luke DeVore. He'll hand to DJ. DJ working on Gayton into the paint. He'll dump it to Timmy, cutting through the paint, and Timmy Johnson with the basket. And that cuts the lead to just 2 points at 71-69, and Coach Bevel will call a timeout.
I mean, this is a smart play from Bevel. I mean, seeing, okay, as soon as if we make a shot, we're calling a timeout because we're going to get a stop. We're going to have a plan. We're going to make a plan right here, what we're going to do on defense, like you were saying, Colby, to have a stop, but also what we're going to do as soon as we get the ball back.
So that was a tough possession there. Pfeiffer playing great defense, but it went as planned for Coach Bevel. They got the bucket, 45 seconds remaining here, so they have time to play for that defensive stop and then come down. And there's still a timeout left, so they can choose, if they get the stop, they can choose whether they want to call a timeout or play it out.
And I mean, both of these teams have a timeout left, so that can provide, I mean, really assistance on either end.
Also, an important note here is that possession is to Pfeiffer at the moment. So any held ball, Pfeiffer will retain possession. Clay Robinson will bring the ball up the floor. He'll hand to Sukarichi. Back to Robinson, guarded by DJ. 10 seconds on the shot. Up top, Justin Gayton. He's going against Ashton Davis. Gayton into the paint. He goes to the floor. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Pfeiffer basketball.
They only have 1 second left on the shot clock, though.
With just 1 second. And Coach Shuck is going to send Doug Smith into the game and also call his final timeout.
So
Coach Bevel sees Smith coming back into the game, so he sends Austin Mitchell and Hiram McConkey to the table to check in as well.
And there's 15.6 seconds left on the game clock, 1 second left on the shot clock. These next 15 seconds are going to be very, very, very interesting.
It'll be interesting to see the play that's called here. You know, of course, Pfeiffer with Smith, you know, and SVU, they're going to have to really, you know, box him up down there in the paint. They don't want to get that easy lob into Smith. The danger of that, though, leaves someone like Clay Robinson open, and Clay Robinson has been the player that's really hurt SVU here in this second half.
Yeah, and I'm sure the play that Pfeiffer is going to be running is trying to get one in, like you said, to Smith. Really one that's a closer shot, just nice, easy layup, because, I mean, you only have 1 second. You don't have enough time to get a three up. And, I mean, their three-point percentage right now is 11%. They're not going to be putting them at three-pointers. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what exactly they do.
Be interesting to see who inbounds the ball. We figure it won't be Smith and it won't be Robinson. And a lot of time you say in this situation, the most dangerous player is the person inbounding the ball. But with just 1 second on the shot clock, you know, that is not really a concern. It's going to be Sukarichi to inbound.
And I mean, it greatly limits what you're able to do, too.
And up top to Gayton. And Gayton just has to lob it back toward the basket. So a stop by SVU. And they will have the ball with 13.6 seconds left.
I want to know how that works, as it was 13.6, and there was 1 second on the shot clock.
Because the shot was in the air for that long.
Huh.
So you get to play the shot out, which takes that little extra time off. Coach Bevel is going to keep this timeout in his pocket.
I think everybody, so many people in the barn right now, they're up and standing, they're cheering. I mean, this game is very important.
We have a clock malfunction at the moment. And as the referees sort that out, we have a final score from down in Raleigh. SVU women battle back in the second half to defeat the Pacers of William Peace by 4, 58-54. So there is a discussion as what the clock and the shot clock should read. So the referees, they're going to reset. So this goes back to the point you were making, Cece. 1 second left. Coach Bevel argues your point and wins, much to the dismay of Coach Shuck and Pfeiffer. Coach Shuck is not happy over there, and honestly, I don't blame him. I would have loved to have heard the whole discussion there to see what went on.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, 12.2 seconds are on the clock right now. Coach Bevel has called his final timeout to set up a final play here with his Knights down by 2 points.
I'm curious to see exactly what his thought process was on that. And I mean, also, like, the thought process right now, what the plan is for the Knights, as they just had them inbound the ball and dribble up maybe 2 or 3 steps and then call that timeout. I mean, if I was the coach, I think what I would have done, I mean, I would have had them try and play something a little bit. But I'm curious to see what exactly the Knights execute here from this plan.
I think he also wanted to make some personnel changes there.
Yeah.
I think that was why he wanted to get that timeout, because he'd put in the big guys to go up against Smith on that throw-in down there on the baseline. So coming in for Southern Virginia to play this out is going to be DJ, Timmy, Hiram McConkey, Luke DeVore, and Jude Ballstedt, I believe, will be the 5. For Pfeiffer, it's going to be Robinson, Sukarichi, Drake Stewart, Justin Gayton, and Doug Smith on the floor.
With 12.2 seconds on the clock.
Jude to inbound, into Timmy. Timmy gets a screen from Hiram. Timmy up to DJ. DJ has to fire it up, and it is off, no good. SVU asking for a foul, and the referees will wave it off, and Pfeiffer will come into the barn, and they are going to escape with a narrow 2-point victory, 71-69. And that's going to put these two teams at the top of the USA South standings as a result of this game.
I mean, I think SVU, they were really trying to get a shot up there, but honestly, that was a foul on that shot. I mean, anybody could have seen that one. But also, I mean, you never know what was going through the minds there of each of these players as well as the referees, as they knew that SVU was going to try and get a shot up at that last second. I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Well, I think also with that, not necessarily the shot that SVU was looking for, run the clock down that far and end up with that shot,
Yeah,
it's one thing.
shot as well.
It's one thing to get it down within the last couple seconds, and get the shot that you want, but it's a little bit different when you get it down and you have, a fall away 26-footer, definitely not the shot they were looking for.
No, contended, you're further away, your percentage goes down significantly.
But either way, didn't go the way the Knights wanted, but still a great time here in Knight Arena, a great basketball game to watch, very entertaining. Congratulations to Pfeiffer, making the trip up here and battling the way they did to come back from 14 down in the second half to get that victory.
I mean, it was a good battle between both of these teams. We could see it the entire time. The energy was there, the battle was there. I mean, both of these teams, they performed well tonight, that is for sure.
So again, it was Clay Robinson leading the way for the Falcons. He finishes with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And then a solid game also from Doug Smith, 11 points, 5 rebounds, and Sean Sukarichi, 11 points, 5 rebounds as well. For Southern Virginia, like we mentioned, a good game. Jude Ballstedt, he led the way, 22 points for Jude, along with 6 rebounds. DJ Green, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Tillman Johnson, 9 points. A hard-fought 9 points there.
Oh, yeah.
And, again, Ashton Davis also with 11 points, 6 rebounds. So a fun afternoon here inside the barn. A little disappointing for Knight fans, but a good afternoon of basketball nonetheless. And, again, congratulations to Pfeiffer, working hard to tie SVU atop the USA South standings.
I mean, that just means, and that leads the way, I mean, for both of these teams, as conference play will eventually come to an end, it will be a great battle to see exactly what happens as conference does end.
And one of the, maybe, the important part about that is not even just the loss, but that does secure the season series for Pfeiffer. They complete the two-game sweep. So in the case of a tie atop the standings, Pfeiffer will have the tiebreaker. So that will do it for us here in Buena Vista. Once again, it's Pfeiffer prevailing, 71-69. Our next night's broadcast will be Tuesday night, as the men's volleyball team will host Randolph College here inside the barn. And then as far as the rest of the week goes, busy night on Wednesday for Knights broadcasting. Men's lacrosse will open their home season against Marymount at 5 p.m. Wednesday evening, and also women's basketball will be on the air 5:30 p.m. versus Salem. For CC Bands and all of us here at Knights Broadcasting, I'm Colby Kemp, thanking you again for joining us and wishing you all a good evening and a good weekend.